Welcome to the Nameless Voices podcast. This is episode number 69, the actual true funny number.
Let's go. We can now legally summon Heraldry Crest without using materials.
Yay! My name's Nanashi. I'll be the host for the evening, and I apologize in advance for whatever this show's going to be. Joining me is our usual menagerie of gaggle fucks and card floppers. We have the TCG Slut AI Ignister.
New Power Animals PogChamp. New Power Animals PogChamp.
Of course.
Wait, what?
It's a Power Rangers Super Sentai thing, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Worried about it.
I'll get to that near the end, don't worry.
We're still working out a true intro, but he is Hungry Skyfox.
Ever since joining this podcast, I have gone through 2 typhoons. One's gonna be the third.
Insane stuff. The fact that you're still alive is a miracle, to say the least.
Maybe that could be your gimmick.
A natural disaster happens every time we start a podcast. Let's go.
Oh, holy shit, I think my street is flooding.
Oh.
No.
We have our fellow furry Yugi tuber, Jose Orichalcum.
Welcome to the Autistic Digital Podcast. My name is Jose. I am...
Yep. Saw that coming a mile away. Nice.
What? I'd say that in a podcast.
Got cancelled midway, goddamn.
We have our token D hero player, Phoenix Reborn.
Now playing in your blackest city near you.
He is every card game player's worst nightmare by name, Tim Brick. Going through a tunnel, bricked my signal to mic audio. Damn. And we have everybody's favorite talking toaster, Zivith.
Living in your voids because rent is half the price there.
I'd ask if you could afford a refrigerator box, but apparently the prices on those are outrageous nowadays too.
Yeah, sad part is, Sam may have some point there.
What isn't a ripoff nowadays?
Alright, well, before we get started into everything, how's everybody been this last month? Because we've had a lot happen in the last month alone.
That goes without saying. Like, I will be real, today has been quite difficult for my mother since she unfortunately had the news that one of her close friends passed away today.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Yeah, she had been, it was cancer that took her. She was in a losing battle.
It's always cancer.
Yeah, what made things even more painful was that my mother was on the phone with her last night, and she was just she was just happy talking. It was painful, to say the least.
I can imagine.
I mean, when I just overheard her on the phone, I just knew the one thing I needed to do was just go into the room, give her a big hug, because I knew that's what she needed at the moment.
That's all you can do. Just be there for them. We have had a lot of interesting things happen over the last month, though. Going right off the top of my head, summer officially started, and given that I'm now an outdoor security guard, that means I had to stand in high 90-degree weather.
Lovely.
Which is 30°C, if not more, by the way, if you're, not an American.
No, here's the thing. I had to sit with 102 degrees.
Imagine standing in 98-degree weather and getting paid for it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that pain. A couple of weeks ago, we had friggin' 35-degree weather. It was orange warning for us.
Jeez. Yeah, I heard about that. You guys were going through a massive heat wave.
Yeah, and we're about to hit one right now, but it's definitely not as painful.
Is it true that the vast majority of the UK doesn't have air conditioning?
I can neither confirm or deny.
Fair enough.
The main problem with our heat is that it's just way too humid. It just drains you.
Understandable.
Even more so, I feel.
All right, well, in addition to that, July 1st was Canada Day. July 4th was the 4th of July, the What the Fuck is a Kilometer? We're grilling hot dogs and steaks, celebration of our 250th anniversary of a country.
Though, speaking of which, I've already made a plan for movie nights in my server for next year, and I actually had the very sweet idea of, on July 4th, since it's on a Sunday, doing a movie night for the Dark Side Dimensions, since that would actually mark the anniversary of Takahashi-san's passing. So it'd be a nice way to, be a nice tribute.
Yeah, that would be nice. And then, of course, let's not forget that July 7th was Tanabata, which is always fun because I'm a Spirit player and I host the Shinobi Spirit Discord server. Yeah, I didn't expect anybody else to know the lore behind that. Anyways, so before we go any further into the actual podcast, I would like to remind the audience and anybody who cares that our channel and this podcast are sponsored by Bear Claw's Realms of Fantasy, a hand-drawn coloring book of 52 pages of medieval and deity-themed art, now available for $15 on Amazon. But let's go ahead and get into the actual news. We got a few people who passed away, not to, drag on the point, but we did have a few people that passed away recently. We lost Riichi Seikei at 59. He was a famous tokusatsu actor, a suit actor, a director. He did a lot for the tokusatsu brand, and since half the people here are toku nuts, one of which is a slowly becoming one, I felt like it was worth mentioning.
Funny that you mentioned tokusatsu, because while I was watching Gao Ranger the other week, we got to the episode where one of the monsters was voiced by Z Broly.
Oh, okay. And let's see, we also lost Claude Guillermo in a plane crash, who was one of the 5 original co-founders of Ubisoft.
Oh no! Anyway,
I almost feel bad if it wasn't for the fact that the company's gone so downhill. I will say rest in peace to the person who stood for what it started as.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would have done rest in peace, but it's honestly, it is a shame that someone had to die like that, but it is just really hard to feel any kind of sympathy for Ubisoft, especially after what happened back in 2020 with
Yeah.
So if you know.
Yeah. Let's see. We also lost Akihiro Miwa at 91, who was a famous singer, sang a song called Yoitamake no Uta, a very famous song, but you might know him better as the Witch of the Waste from Howl's Moving Castle.
Only fitting that that's on next movie's potential watch list.
Yeah, actually. I don't remember if I mentioned this on the last cast, but we lost Davy Chase, who was the voice actor for Lilo from Lilo and Stitch.
I don't think you did.
We also recently discovered that same voice actor was Chihiro from Spirited Away, as well as the girl from the Ring movie.
Yeah. Friggin' sucks. At so young of age, like 35, good grief.
Mm-hmm.
That was depressing as well.
Yeah. And the one that's going to hurt the most for a lot of people, Bonnie Tyler at 75 passed away. She was the singer of a very famous song by the name of Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I definitely feel older remembering that song.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can get some entertainment out of some of these other things. Let's start with some in real life news. Unfortunately, Stop Killing Games failed over in the EU.
Common EUL.
Yeah, there's a reason they're being nicknamed the EULA, a failure. And on the technical upside, I'm not really sure how I feel about this one. The UK also decided to ban social media for anyone under the age of 16.
Just no. No, just no. Again, common UKL.
Here's my divisive point on this. I don't like the idea of restricting internet access to anyone. A country forcing people to not be able to use it, I think, is a violation of rights. But at the same time, that's also not my country. And I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm glad we're getting children off the wrong parts of the internet, but at the same time, I don't like it.
Yeah, take it from me.
if we
our
are
government is awful.
if you are talking about the EU already, they also want full control over all chat.
Yeah, I know.
Like they want to read your chats. This is so stupid.
And here's the best part. As Tim just asked, how can they realistically enforce the ban? They really can't. That's the beauty of the whole situation, and why I personally find it just a little bit funny. It's just like anything else with an age limitation. You can't enforce the ban. It's just, you can put in different information. You can find somebody else's ID. It doesn't matter. Now, I wish I had better news to give on the gaming front, but pretty much everything going on with gaming is shit. Mario Kart Tour is shutting down on September 30th.
Crazy to think that game had such a disastrous launch and surprisingly managed to make a comeback.
Well, it's a Mario Kart game. You can only go so far with failure on a Mario Kart game.
And it was
Especially if it's
also
on
just a
mobile.
half-baked game like all smartphone games from Nintendo, because they want you to spend money for the Switch too, and for the Switch games.
Yeah, I can't argue that. Let's see. Oh, we all know about the shit show of GTA 6. They recently announced that single-player elements are going to be blocked behind a paywall.
Love. And yet the idiots are still falling for it.
Well, of course. It's GTA 6. Let's see. There was some controversy regarding Halo Campaign Evolved's split screen and how it was coming to PS5. They made an announcement that in order for both accounts to do this, they both have to have PS Plus and a Microsoft account. But they recently rolled that back and said you do not require PS Plus, just for both to have a PlayStation account. So, at least they admit their mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a lot to go over when it comes to PlayStation, because they have done nothing but shit on themselves.
Yes, Sony's just imploding.
Oh yeah, no, it's not going to be fun. They recently announced that PlayStation will no longer have physical games as of 2028. This was likely due to the increased production of AI data center microlenses. And the second this was announced, Domino's and KFC both roasted them and scored millions of sales.
As they should. Literally everybody has been trolling Sony, and for very good reason.
In addition to that, Sony recently announced that AI will now be a core part of future game development. And to top it all off, the Netherlands is suing Sony for monopolistic tendencies and shutting down disc production.
And they're also being investigated by Brazil.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
No, I do want to point out that Sony did took a 1-week break from Twitter, and you want to know what's the next post after that 1 week?
I want to say it was something to do with one of their game station controllers.
I don't know what the actual thing is called, but it's like a gamepad of sorts.
Oh yeah, the arcade cabinet pad.
Yes, that one. They announced
And
that after the hiatus,
Of course.
and addressed nothing about the discontinuation.
The disc
And the best
continuation.
And the best part, the top 2 to 3 comments completely ratioed them.
Oh yeah. And yes, Tim, if buying isn't ownership and privacy isn't stealing, I cannot argue this point.
Yeah.
Something,
Is-
Rottenbeard quote.
Yeah. However, there were a couple of good things that came from gaming news. Did you guys see the new Marvel Rivals skins?
I did. Well, mostly the Captain America one and the Emma Frost one. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah.
How about-
I heard about the Black Widow one too.
I never heard of Black Widow one. I only know about the 2 that I mentioned.
I mean, Emma
Especially
Frost and
Captain
Black Widow
America.
skins are always the best somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, you've heard of America's butt. You've heard now time for America's bulge.
Yeah, that's celebrity.
Yeah.
And for those who care, Pal World 1.0 is officially out.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna
Yeah,
play it
and it's
myself,
amazing.
but
Nintendo does. That's how you do a good game.
Yeah. All right, so I don't have much for internet news in general. Are you guys familiar with the Tumblr Sexy Man competition?
Wait, that's a
Yeah.
thing?
Oh,
Apparently.
actually.
And here's the funny part, though. The reason I bring it up is apparently Kane from the Amazing Digital Circus is in the running and tied with Tenna.
Oh, I forgot.
Now I've lost all faith in Tumblr again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, at least there are like some good things that come out of Tumblr.
Yeah, which I really just have no words. I just think it's funny. Let's see. Shifting into AI news for a sec, Hasbro tried to make the Peppa Pig actors sign away their AI voice rights.
Ew.
Yeah, I don't even want to know what they want to use that for.
Cancer. That's what.
Disgusting.
Probably.
Okay, hold on. On the relation
When's the
of
Peppa
Hasbro, I don't-
secret lair? Watsy, give me the Peppa cards and magic.
We have Marvel.
However, here's something that you guys might get a laugh out of. Apparently, in the UK, an AI program called Garfield AI won a court case.
Yes.
Is it over Mondays?
I wanted to say, don't tell the Clinker that Mondays exist.
Did they sue a pasta company?
If I recall correctly, the guy who ran the program paid like £400 to do all the legal processing fees, and I think he walked away with $7,000. Oh, it was amazing. As far as movies and media, there is something interesting. Did you hear about how the Bleach movie 1,000 Year Blood War caused the divorce?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, it's
What did
so
you
dumb.
say?
That's not the wildest thing.
So apparently a husband, a wife, and their daughter went to see the movie. The daughter was noticing that a lot of the characters in there, specifically Yoruichi, had a lot of skin revealed, which is nothing new. It's anime made for teen audiences. That's a thing. The kid asked the dad why. The dad actually had some legit, decent answers. However, the wife got pissed. And the more that happened, the more pissed she got, until at some point, she stood up and called him an incel in front of her daughter.
Fuck. Excuse me?
Wait, what did I just come back to?
Another movie divorce.
Yeah. It's literally the second coming of Digimon the movie.
Wait,
Oh,
this
you
has
gotta
happened
love
before?
Yeah.
Does it really surprise you?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I tried to have some faith in him. I should learn better than to have faith in you.
Might
Well,
help.
my
Hey, then
podcast
you
never
get
so good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Amazing Digital Circus's final episode dropped publicly, finally, for those who watched it.
My sister put it best, not going into spoilers. There are some confusing moments, but she does feel it did have a satisfying ending.
Without
That
to spoil
being-
anything, it was amazing. Like,
That
it was a
being
good final.
that being said, however, Gooseworks did recently leave Tumblr, which honestly I don't blame her for.
Nope. Let's see. Oh, apparently Code Lyoko is getting a sequel.
Yeah!
And
That is
That
something.
was shocking.
yeah,
Yeah,
The
that is
return of the five head!
they did announce that this particular redo is going to basically retcon the entire last season of the show.
the live action
Oh, well.
show series. The
I need
live
to
action
see this.
ones, I
Yeah.
believe.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting an Austin Powers 4.
Hey, yo.
Oh boy.
I don't
Ugh.
think people's ready for Austin Powers. Cause
Nobody was
Austin,
ready for Austin Powers the first, second, or third time. Why should they be ready for this?
Because I don't think a
I'm speaking from
Karen.
experience.
Yeah, I don't think a Karen is ready to to just see Austin Powers go shagadelic, baby.
Why not?
Never
He'll just
are.
drag him to the bedroom. Problem solved.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna be honest, and I don't want to be the kind of dickhead that gets famous for this, but I genuinely believe that half the Karens on the planet would be so much happier and so much less complaining if they just got some good dick. Can
Take my
anyone
number.
here say that I am wrong?
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
Oh, and speaking of fucking taking dick, we got confirmation that Masters of the Universe is getting a sequel.
yeah.
I mean, given that it's actually got some decent reviews,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Jared Leto, I get you, yeah.
Yeah, why could this have happened to Transformers 1 instead?
Apparently,
Feel bad about that.
Jared Leto wasn't terrible in that movie. I don't know, I've not watched it.
I've seen a few scenes from it. Yosh actually sent me a little compilation video. Here's the thing. The character is funny. I will fully acknowledge that he is funny. But the voice is just not right. When it comes to characters that are being brought from animation to real life, you have to try and get the characters at least reasonably close. Otherwise, it just does not work. We can all think of characters that were brought from a cartoon medium to a movie or a cartoon to a live action series. The characters are their voices. If they don't line up, they don't work.
That's true.
Oh, that
I also like to call He-Man the gayest barbarian.
Oh, yeah. That's a
I
show
mean,
title.
given the Fabulous Secret Powers trailer, I'm
Yeah,
inclined to believe that.
yeah.
Now, with your mention of bringing stuff into live action, that did make me think of a new movie to add to my wildcard list: Street Fighter the movie.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I actually need to see that. Wait, the new one?
No, the first one from the 90s.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I need to see both of them.
And that will actually lead me into the last article I want to bring up real quick. All of you guys know my incredible respect for Jason David Frank, JDF, Tommy Oliver from Power Rangers. They have finally shown us a trailer for what might be his final acting production since his passing, which is a movie called White Dragon. Just the trailer alone brought me to tears because I finally got to hear that voice and his combat kiosks. I need you to understand that I heard that for the first time when I was 3 years old. 35 years ago, I first heard that, and I cannot tell you how good it is to hear it again after his passing. I will be doing everything in my power to watch this. I don't care how good or bad it is. That man was my idol growing up, and I have immense respect for him.
When you brought that up, I just thought, that you are doing everything you can to watch it, and I really don't blame you.
I don't care if I have to do illegal shit. Alice will find a way to do that. You know how good Alice is when it comes to finding shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so let's go ahead and dive into the actual topics this time. First off would be the wrestling segment. You got anything interesting for us, Ziv?
Yeah, a lot actually. I don't know where to start because this month was a lot happening in wrestling. Not only in WWE, but also AEW. But yeah, I start with the bad stuff, or prefer to say with the sad stuff that happened, and that is Sheamus is leaving WWE after 20 years on his own. Because, another one who leaves the company because TKO. And that reason is, first they wanted to give him an underpaid contract, and the second reason why he left is because of the creative direction. Like, he was completely sidelined by the company, and they didn't have plans for him. And the original plan was for him really that he has a program against Braun Breaker at WrestleMania 42, which didn't happen then. And since then, and he also was left out for weeks when he was healthy. So he wasn't allowed to watch up in TV shows at all. And yeah, that made him quit the company for good now. And I'm very sad for this. And this also means the last part of the bar left WWE.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't blame him.
Yeah, me neither. Like, TKO is a shit company and they're showing more and more. And honestly, WWE should get rid of them. Like, please, like, not everything was perfect under Vince, but he should buy it back. Or at least let Tony Khan finally buy it. But for the God's sakes, get rid of TKO in that company. They ruin the wrestling. For the next news now, I go over the exciting stuff. And first, I start with some title changes. So I assume none of you watched and Night of Champions, which happened already at the beginning of the month, and we had an interesting main event. So, as you maybe know, for the X time, Gunther was complaining that he was rigged from the title and booked himself in the title and wanted another title shot against Cody Rhodes. And yeah, so what happens then is that Sami Zayn interfered and also wanted the title shot because he thought he's unfairly traded by the company, and Cody Rhodes gave him the wish and went to Nick Aldis and said, yeah, make a triple threat match out of it, that it's out of the way, that I'm get rid of both. So now Night of Champions, the main event, it was a nice match. I mean, the steel cage match from Breakker vs. Seth Rollins was already a show stealer of the night. Like, that was already a 5-star match, but I don't want to talk about that because that would take too much time up if I talk everything now that happened. But this was, as this triple threat match was also a 5-star banger. And yeah, so at the end of the match, Cody Rhodes, as usual, went for his triple crossroads and even did a double crossroads like he had Gunther and Sami Zayn in his crossroad in. And Gunther rolled out of the ring and Sami remained in the arms of Cody Rhodes, and Rhodes wanted to do his super finisher. And I thought, was sitting there watching it, yeah, okay, how lame. Cody retains the title as always. But then Sami Zayn turns the crossroads around into a package and pins Cody Rhodes successfully. And I was sitting there with open mouth and couldn't believe what just happened. Like, they gave Sami Zayn really the title. Like, and you could feel how I say it, how happy he was about it. And then so now we peek a little bit into the future. Sadly, I have to do it. So 9 days later, it's Raw, and Cody Rhodes is supposed to have a rematch against Sami Zayn for the title. Yeah, the thing is, Gunther at the start of the show came in and injured Cody Rhodes badly, so that he couldn't compete. And yeah, Gunther as a punishment also didn't get the match. And then at the end of the evening in the main event, Sami was waiting for the opening because like I just said before, hey, I have just the right opponent for Sami. So yeah, you still get your title match on the show, Adam Pearce. And let you guess who that one was. It was, of course, since it was in Chicago, it was CM Punk. Who else it was? Yeah, and so to nobody's surprise, CM Punk really won the title in the title match. Like, he was gone for 3 months and then comes back out of nowhere in Chicago and gets the title match and wins the title for no reason, which was another TKO decision, by the way. And yes, like, Sami Zayn, they gave him the title for 9 days. Like, Sami at this point just leave the company. Triple H and TKO, they don't like you. Like, they don't cherish you for your work you did for 24 years in the company. They ignore you. They are ignorant. And I believe they couldn't stand it that Sami Zayn is a champion and that he couldn't carry the company, and that always the 3 to 4 same guys are just allowed to hold the title. Yeah. And Sami Zayn also had a crash out on social media right after the match, which was valid, and I believe that wasn't scripted, that was actually a pipe bomb. And yeah, before my time is up, let's move to another company, AEW. There we also had a title match at Beach Bash. That was Kenny Omega versus MGF, which was also a 5-star banger if you ask me. But to make it short, it was an amazing match. Like, oh my god, we had MGF doing a pile driver on the chair with Kenny Omega, and he stood up. Then at the end, MGF was playing dirty as always. Like, he wanted to get the title and put the title to Kenny Omega's head, which he failed at because Will Ospreay interfered him. And then he got also his diamond ring, which also failed to pull through. And then we had him successfully as the referee was distracted for a third time. He really did it, but he even did the low blow against Kenny Omega and then strapped the title over his head, but Kenny Omega got out at one. Like, this was crazy. So, like, the match was already gone for almost half an hour, and Kenny Omega kicks out at one, and MGF thought, like, you are kidding me or what? Yeah, and then Kenny Omega got mad, gave him three triggers and a one-winged angel, and crowned himself the AEW World Heavyweight Champion for the second time in his career. And now at All In, he will face Will Ospreay for the title, in the title match, as him going in as the champion. And man, as a true Kenny Omega fan, I was so happy about this title win. And for my last news, which also might be exciting, last night Baron Corbin officially returned to WWE as he on SmackDown Live interfered in the match between Callum Hayes and Trick Williams. Yeah, that was it from me.
Gotcha. Alright, well, thank you for updating us on that. Unfortunately, Raven has still not come back from his hiatus, so we're going to skip the Lorcana segment again, and we're just going to go straight to Digimon. What do you got for us, Ori?
Honestly, there's not really a lot to talk about. We had the release of EX12 Digital World Shambhala, which is for all of your Shambhala and Metal Empire and Virus Busters needs, for your if those who are interested. But we do have some few teasers for the next set, BT26 Timeless Bonds. All of the holo cards got leaked. Oops.
Oh boy.
And for these cards, they include Danpemon, Mursumemon. Yeah, Danpemon for Atmon. Mursumemon, which is to be a dual card. Bearcatmon, another dual card. Scourge Chirrupmon, another dual card. Then we got Ravemon for Data Squad. Rosemon Burst Mode, again another dual card. Chronomon Holy Mode, a new Kerasmon, which is to be a dual card. Zombie Plutomon, Batrusmon, dual card. Mervamon, Junamon Hysteric Mode, Kanan Yuki, Jupitermon, dual card. Chronomon Destroy Mode, Plutomon, Jupitermon Wrath Mode, and Kunlun. Wrath Mode and Kunlun both being secret rares. And then I believe Plutomon, and Chronomon are the ultra rares, or rather ultimate rares.
I feel like Dantemon is also going to be an ultimate. Maybe, I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, judging by the text, Rosemon Burst Mode is to be the ultimate rare.
Oh wait, that was like one of the first 3 cards that were shown. I should have checked that. Hold on 1 minute.
We do also have the pack art for EX13 Chivalrous 13. I'll just drop it in the
podcast chat. It's quite beautiful, I must say.
I love that Magnamon doing a piccolo.
Yep. We've got new promo alt art for not new promo, but a giveaway alt art for future potential to help celebrate the upcoming release of Digimon Up, which will be the new mobile game. And we've got our first reveal for BT26, the official HQ card. Timeless Bonds for the 7-code / Dantemon deck. Tiny problem with it, though. That will immediately ruin everything.
Oh, god damn it, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Do not. Don't you dare. Don't. No.
Too late. Too late.
Thank you, Bandai.
By placing 6/7 code. Mwah. Good night, everyone.
I'm killing you.
6,
Total.
7.
8, 9,
blame
8,
that
9,
game.
8, 9, 8, 9.
Yeah, yep.
I blame Decade.
Yeah. Anyways,
Wait. We shouldn't be saying 6-7. We should be saying 6-9.
you're right.
It's
6-9 is a superior joke number because it actually means something.
Yeah.
True.
It means yin and yang, right?
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
it's Pisces.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
totally. Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for me, honestly. I don't think there's anything else that I'm aware of.
that's fine.
Doesn't Digimon Up release around July 17?
Yeah, it'll be released later this month, thanks.
Oh yeah, drops next week. Cool. So, I was looking through the Pokemon news, and there really isn't much to talk about. Apparently there's something weird going on for Pokemon Champions, I think it's called, where there's a bug where you can swap out Incineroar for the same Incineroar if you time it right or something.
Oh no, Incineroar breaking the meta? I never saw that coming.
Yeah, it's some kind of weird bug.
Incineroar not being top tier even by accident challenge, impossible.
Apparently. So, that's really all I have on hand, so I guess we could just go ahead and go to the Card Fight Vanguard news. What do you got for us, guys?
Okay, so admittedly, not much.
Yeah, it's just
there
gonna
are,
be the
like,
not much podcast, isn't it?
Probably. Though, like, we do have like weekly reveals, like mostly for the Buddy Fight Disaster set, which includes characters like Sophia, Kitty, Gremlin, who fun fact is voiced by Seto Kaiba himself.
Nice.
So yes, he will in fact call his buddy with the same energy as he does with Blue Eyes White Dragon.
And we could probably have Gremlin call some dude. You have a third-rate buddy with a fourth-rate deck.
Ah.
Yes. Anyways, other characters include Davide and one character I really fucking despise, Tito.
There's a thing that about Davide I didn't realize. Davide's deck is broken.
Yeah,
Because
Spectral
of,
Strike do be like that.
because Bushiroad didn't account for Spectral Strike, where if I attack a rear guard, you just take a damage.
So Davide's deck is basically swing into your opponent's rear guards, and then pray they don't guard, which they don't know if they don't know what Spectral Strike does. And then they suffer the consequences, basically.
Yeah. 2 rear guard attacks can equate to game.
Yeesh.
We do also have like some non-buddy fight deck reveals, such as one Phantom deck, which is what is her name? I'm forgetting. Lisa Fair, I think. The Lyrical Destined one.
Ah.
And then next week we are officially gonna get reveals for Artisteria Phantom, which is one a friend of mine is actually looking forward to for like I don't know how long. Which, considering Artisteria Phantom is one of 2 that got teased, since like before set reveals became a thing. Yeah, it's about damn time. Oh yeah, I forgot Ryuji. Wait, no, Tatsuku is getting a new deck. He had one before in Dragon World, but he's getting one in Darkness Dragon World under his alias as the
Yeah,
Purgatory
Purgatory
Knight.
Knights, which worries me because I don't want no Vanguard that just says attack, tribute 1, attack again, tribute 1, attack again. That's what Purgatory Knights basically did.
Little
Yeah.
metal though.
Yeah, and honestly, I didn't even care to read what Shido did. I just don't like him.
No, Shido is a turd. You have full right to just say, fuck that guy.
Shido
Yeah,
is a turd. That's
and,
a show title.
Yeah, and despite Sophia being one of my favorite characters in Buddy Fight, her deck is, well, specifically her set order is just stupid.
Wait, what does his set order do?
Basically just says no to everything on the opponent's board.
Did you just say skill drain?
Ah!
Basically. Her set order is basically skill drain, and I hate it, so I'm not going to play the deck out of principle.
You know what? That's actually fair. I don't blame you.
And that's basically all I care to bring up, except... Give me 1 second. The clip I previously mentioned. But
Oh, yeah.
subtitles are in Spanish, which is a shame, because, well, I couldn't find the last 10 episodes subbed in English, so, fuck it.
I mean, if you understand Spanish well enough, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Well, I mean, yeah, fair. But, majority of us don't.
Well, yeah, I mean, the majority of us barely understand English.
That's true. I can't argue that.
Ah!
I hate that I can't argue that.
Okay, anyways, that's pretty much all I care to bring up / can remember.
Alright, well, Reborn, you got anything else you want to bring up too?
He brought up most of the stuff, but I'm just happy Lyrical is not getting anything.
As far as we know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
My eternal hatred of Lyrical still continues.
Alright, well, in that case, I guess I'll go ahead and take over for the Weisschwartz segment.
Sure.
Yeah.
There have been a couple of announcements when it comes to Weisschwartz. First off, in their Japanese tournaments, there's going to be some changes. The biggest one being that for the World Grand Prix 2026-27, it's going to be divided into 3 seasons. Season 1 is from September to November, Season 2 for the winter, which I assume is December to February, and Season 3, which is the spring, which I assume is March to May. And with Worlds happening in summer 2027, Nats are removed, and regional top 2 get auto-qualified in the Worlds, which is kind of cool. As far as their products, though, they've officially released the Uma Musume Volume 1 pack.
Oh, yeah.
I know I keep saying this, but if Gold Ship becomes a deck...
You know, now that it's officially available in English, I might take a look and see if they actually did that, and I'll get back to you on that.
Yes.
I'm probably just gonna pick up, a Rice Shara and Haru Urara card, because those are my 2 personal favorites.
You're not the only ones. They also announced 2 new products coming to English, which don't have a release date yet, but they have announced that we are getting pack sets for Kaiju number 8.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And Metaphor Refantasio.
I actually never heard of that.
Think of Persona, but interesting in a different way.
Oh, wait, no, I remember now.
There you go. And that's pretty much all the Weisschwartz news. So we can just go ahead and drift right into the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff.
Yay.
So, I am starting to get more interested into the Genesis format because it does seem like a more interesting way to play the game, given that it's less focused on interrupting and more focused on gas builds. So, due to the recent products that they released, they've announced a bunch of immediate point changes to Genesis format. They hit... I'm not going to go over every single point, but in Battles of Legend Glorious Gallery, they hit 8 different cards. They hit 5 cards from the Light and Darkness Ritual engine. 4 from the new Invoked cards, 4 from the new Phantom Knights cards, 4 for the Sacred Beast cards, 3 for the Blitzclick cards, 2 for the new Power Patron Saga cards, and 1 for the Angeliki cards. And we just got announced that Rada has officially released the Ojama Lime plushie.
Oh yeah.
Give me 50.
Yes. We need those gremlins in our lives yesterday. Now, let's go ahead and take care of the Master Duel news. There's not a lot. The biggest one to announce, though, is that they have a new ban list that went into effect back on July 1st. They have limited Cool Tune Rotary to 1. They have also semi-limited Cool Tune Mix, Cool Tune Rico, Super Polymerization, and Instant Fusion.
Okay.
And a unlimited TG Hyper Librarian.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about as much as I was expecting out of you guys. I don't think anyone really
Yeah.
cares. It's just cool to.
Well, I mean, I don't really care about like the actual TCG myself. To be fair.
Well, this is Master Duel.
Yeah, I know.
Cool,
Care about card games on motorcycles.
cool tune. I'm like, like, I am still not the biggest cool. As much as a synchro fanboy I am, I'm like, yeah, Cool Tune can take an L, and I still wouldn't care.
I wish I was more into Cool Tune, honestly. The archetype is right up there with my aesthetic, but it's so oversaturated, it's just not enjoyable.
Facts.
So, here's some of the stuff that they released recently. They had Tryout Duel Skull Invitation 3, which is just where you start the game with each player having 3 copies of Skull Invitation on the board.
Well,
Can you
Yeah,
play Uriah?
Yeah. I get the feeling a Uriah deck would have done really well. They
Yes.
also had an event called Time Travel 2019, which is where they used the Japanese ban list and sets available up to November 9th, 2019. Now, I can't quite remember what format that was, personally, but it sounds entertaining.
I'd still play Red Dragon Archfiend.
Well, it's funny you mention that, because they also gave out Crusadia, Thunder Dragon, and Danger trial decks. So,
Let me. It's been a while, but let me fire up Master Duel.
Yeah, go for it. They also announced Fairy Tail and Ryzeal accessory bundles, because, you know, they're going to be releasing products with both of them in it at some point.
And the regime made is very well made.
Yeah. And they also announced a bunch of secret and selection packs. Secret pack Infernal Labyrinth of No Escape, which is the Gate Guardian and Odeon pack.
Yay, we can finally play Man for free.
Right? I actually own that Archetypes Discord server, by the way. We're having a field day with that. There's Secret Pack Ravenous Invasive Flora, which is just Predaplant. We have Secret Pack The Ultimate Weapon Flame and Thunder, Ryzeal. And we have Selection Pack Starved for Destruction, which appears to be an amalgamation pack involving cards from Fairy Tail, Teller Knight, Constellar, and X-Saber.
Yeah, which is a skip pack. Just craft the 3 Vitraulis from there, and there you go.
That makes sense. And now we can finally drift into the TCG OCG news. And I'm going to be honest, there's not a lot to go through.
oh well.
Starting right off, OCG got a new ban list back on July 1st, where they banned Geonator Transverser, Naturia Rosewhip, Call by the Grave, and Harpy's Featherstorm.
Yeah, imagine banning Called by the Grave, but not Troll Maxi.
They also limited Cool Tune Rotary, Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom, Synchro Overtake, Solemn Judgment, Elder Entity Norden, and Mind Master.
Actually, Supreme King Starving Venom is okay now because they got rid of the problem, Independent Nightingale.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Well, in the
but if
OCG,
you-
yeah, but in the TCG, not so much.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they're not.
But if I'm allowed to take a comment on Rotary, just ban the card straight up. Like, it's not even okay at 1, because it can look in your hand, it can directly grab a spell for free on top of that, and it's searchable in at least 20 different ways in the deck. Like, no, Konami, ban that card straight up.
Yeah, it is quite a functional card. It is quite annoying.
No, it's not okay to look in your opponent's hand. That means the entire game is a no game because you can't bluff anymore, you can't strategize anymore. That's all out the window because you as the Killjoy player announced your entire opponent's hand plus rig his top deck, which means you can play around everything and now what he has in hand, and now you win automatically because the opponent can't do shit anymore.
But you also have to remember, Toons can do that now.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say that you've done nothing but deal with cool Toon players since you've been playing Master Duel for the last couple of weeks. Does that sound about right, Ziv?
Yeah, it's all cute and branded. It's so annoying.
Hey, Yosh, you made it!
He's alive.
Clearly.
I think.
And once the opponent drops rotaries on you,
Sorry, I forgot.
they always chain block it. You can go out of the game.
It is annoying. They also semi-limited Perfectron Hydra Drive Dragon, Cool Toon Synchro, Solemn Warning, and Mathmex Circular.
So I'm gonna have to dip on off. Something came up. So
I understand, man. We'll see you in the next one.
Well, the Hydra Drive hit was because of Toon FDK and nothing.
Yeah, that
else,
doesn't
because
surprise
we don't have any. We don't have any other Hydra Drive card in the game yet, and that's why they only put it to 2 and not to 0 or 1. Because they still want the deck to be playable when it comes out.
Of course. And they unlimited Sprite Blue, Tier Limit Rhino Heart, Totally Awesome, and Trickstar Reincarnation.
I heard Totem have work last just now.
Yeah. And here's something cool. In the Japan Championship 2026 that's coming up, they have created a special series of ban list editions. They have officially banned 4 of these tournaments specifically, not the rest of the game. Mystic Walk, Emergency Provisions, Rainbow Life, Self-Destruct Button, Try and Guess, One Day of Peace, Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood, and Hallowed Life Barrier.
Oh, they banned all the Tying Cheese cards.
Yes. Now, as far as new products are concerned, we officially in the TCG received the Chaos Origins pack set.
Well, I'm sorry for that, but I have to go now. I wish you all a great evening and see you at the next podcast.
I understand, man. We'll see you in the next one. Chaos, like I was saying, Chaos Origins has officially been released, and they also gave us all the import and TCG exclusive cards. There's not a lot to talk about. There are some cool ones. Shaman Knight, rank 3 that cycles your Vanished Traps. Looks like it could be fun for PK players. They also released a card called Thunder Crash Snarecrow, which is just some weird anti-thunder piece. I think they wanted to make something for Blitzclick, but I doubt they're going to play it. There's Mixosa the Confounder, which is a spellcaster-based super poly target. There's this is a hard name. Serenemesia, the Mystical Beast of the Forest, which is just more Earth Beast support. Distrust Paranoia, which appears to be a combination of Crackdown and a Type 1 Trap Monster that goes to 4K and is unaffected by everything. That I don't even want to know what they were smoking when they made that card.
Whatever it is, can you feed that to Uriah?
Yeah.
Uriah's cooking good tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's see, there's Yomanga the Fire Phantom, which appears to be Testina support, I think. It's some level 10 Dark Pyro monster or something. I don't understand the card. It doesn't make any sense to me. On the same level, though, there's a spell card called Imposter Shift, which appears to be a card that punishes people that hops between the columns and generates tokens. I do not understand these cards.
What?
It makes no sense. It's a spell that says that if your monster activates an effect and it ends, and that effect resolves with it in a different column, it gets set up to be destroyed later.
What were they smoking?
So we're hopping between the columns on the battlefield now?
Apparently it's for S-Force, which I guess makes sense when you think about it, because they do lane control. And technically speaking, it punishes Mech Knights too, because, you know, they got Move Man.
Okay.
Yes, I call him Move Man. That's what the purple dude is. He is Move Man.
Yeah, It's like that meme. What's my function? You move, man.
If
let's see, what else?
wanted to play planes, I would play.
Actually, the movement is not purple. It is indigo.
Hardy har, thank you. Anyways, there's also Mortalux Heriver, which is a rank 8, and basically the new Basiltris. It gains more effects based on how many materials it has, and it's cool. There's plenty of decks that can play it. And they also confirmed that we're getting imports of Possessed Destiny Win and the 3 champions of Sword Soul. Now, given that the pack set drops next week-ish in the OCG, we finally got a full roster for everything coming out in Beyond the Brave, and they gave us a lot of interesting stuff to talk about. First off, the Ars Manga quote-unquote archetype, which appears to be an extension of the Power Patron stuff, gives us 4 new monsters, a Link 3, a Spell, and a Trap. And I'm not gonna lie, the cards look kinda cool. I might want to try that one. Then there's also the new Umbral Horror support, which gave him 4 new monsters, 3 Xyz monsters, 2 spells, and a trap.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
And you can FTK with it.
Of course you can. Why couldn't you?
Because
let's-
if you can't FPK, you're kind of just sitting dead in the water anyway.
Yep. Oh, thank you, Tim. Appreciate that. Let's see, what else we got? Oh yeah, the new Invoked support, which is Invoked Deanima and Invocation Chalice, and apparently Chalice is unsearchable.
Oh no. Well, I still think it's a good card, but
Yeah.
eh.
That feels weird, and I still feel like you're still going to play Super and Ultra Poly and Invoked.
Probably. Oh, they gave more Light and Darkness Ritual support, which is Black Skull Dragon, the Archfiend Dragon of Unity, and Spell Shattering Sword, which is cool. I'm not gonna lie, I actually do kind of like that archetype. It feels like Prime Yugi. Oh, and for the 8 spell counter players, including Lady Sarissa, who I hope is watching, they've announced a new card called Spell Power Attainment, which not only searches any card that mentions spell counters, but also negates a board if you happen to have an Endymion card out.
As a
Not too bad.
cultured spell counter player, I mess with this.
I'm glad.
Did you go over the new Yugi cards, by the way? That are like their own archetype, but also aren't? Like, there's no unifying name or something like that?
That's literally what I'm going over now.
Okay, because I was confused. Like, what do we call it?
It's
I
just
forget
the light.
the name
it's-
someone
it's
gave
the-
it. Like,
It's the Light and Darkness pack. It's the Demok archetype, I guess, if you want to be technical about it.
Yeah, it's Demok
yeah.
and his homie Blackluster.
Sure.
Let's
let's-
just ignore Chaos.
so
Hunter.
is it? Wait, can he say that, or does he have to say African American luster?
Funny.
Oh boy, what?
I could not be bothered to care.
No.
Anyways,
True.
after that
And then
was the
immediately
new
the
Blitzclick support
Demon
card,
Station.
Overvoltage, which just has the ability to pop a face-up card and then puts itself back into hand. Woo.
How
Does
do
it
you
sound
even
familiar?
face
Oh
that
yeah,
thing?
hi Dragon Mates.
Let's see. There's also a new spell called Shimmering Shatterer of the Sacred Beasts, which is a quick play spell that has 3 different effects and is good for the new Sacred Beast archetype.
And it searches Illusion Gate for some reason?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that one. Illusion Gate and the Sacred Beast came from the same arc, but that's like saying that Red Eye's Black Dragon needs to search Jinzo or something. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, then
What about Time Wizard
Well-
though?
Well, if you were here in the last podcast, you would have known that Time Wizard basically got a brand new archetype based on Joey Wheeler.
I mean, I know about that. I know, like, they gave us a bunch of new stuff. Like, I think Baby Jinzo was one of them. They gave us freaking, like, the new Time Wizard we mentioned. There was a bunch of other stuff. It's all under him, though, for some reason. Like, under
Yeah.
Time Wizard.
Because Time Wizard is arguably the most famous card in his deck.
and also like
Poor Red Eye's on the streets right now, I'm pretty sure, hearing that.
Dude, Battle City, he didn't even have Red Eyes.
yeah,
That's even worse considering. You know what? That makes sense why they give it very little support. But then
Mhm.
wouldn't his main monster be, the Flame Swordsman? Or like a Swordsman, a
He-
Landstar, or something like that?
After season 1, he never used it until what is it?
No, Jinzo would make more sense because after he gets it from that dude in Val City, he uses that basically the whole series.
You know,
Yeah,
you
but
make a
same thing
valid
could be-
point.
The same case would be made for Time Wizard then.
Yeah, Time Wizard did come up quite a few times.
Yeah,
All right.
whereas
Fair enough, fair
Jinzo, what Joey got us since season 2, Time Wizard, he got since season 1.
That's true. Let's see. There's
I feel like-
also
Flame Swordsman also could have been hit the face for him because he pulled that out a lot, and not just because of the funny accent.
well, to be fair,
Yeah, but,
Flame Swordsman has a full archetype now, so
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. All right, fair enough.
yeah, look it up sometimes. It's kind of cool. It doesn't do a whole lot, but what it does is kind of cool and flavorful. Moving
So
down
like
the
Flame
list,
Swordsman in the anime, got it.
something like that. Moving down the list, next up is Elemental Saga Doriado, which is just a self-summoner and summons from deck if you have a certain number of attributes in your graveyard and on your field. It's kind of confusing. I can't really figure out where this belongs.
This is
pretty
gonna
sure it
sound silly,
belongs
but by
to-
chance, does it work with elemental support, or does it like E-Heroes, or does it
No.
not?
No, no.
Okay.
It's a
I
retrain
have
of
to-
that old ritual monster, Elemental Mistress Doriado, who treats herself as all the attributes except for dark.
I'm surprised that monster still keeps getting support. I'm pretty sure in Japan it has way more cards than it does here.
Probably.
No, I think it's like about even.
There's also Garbage Golem, which is a self-summoner, destroys a card on each side of the field, and it cycles 0 attack and defense monsters, which is clearly for Hard Earth.
Why does it
Yeah.
just sound like Lava Golem with extra steps?
I wish they were on the same tier, but we're gonna get back to that in a sec. There's also Hugbolt, Shadow of the Dark Directories, which appears to be OCG Pumpkin support.
Pumpkin, my goat, let's go. We need some support for trash monsters.
Oh, didn't you hear? They got a whole new archetype.
Oh,
No,
you mean the not the retrain? They gave him something else, right?
They gave him an entire archetype. Pumpkin now has a fully playable deck.
Yeah.
No, you know it's the
Yeah,
you know, You know what I'm kind of expecting soon? I'm expecting Bones to be in the voice actor duel, or at least the spirit of Bones. That would be funny. The
That would be
spirit
cool.
Honestly, yeah.
That would be really cool. Let's see. Next is Distratification Dino Stratiae, which is a Link 2 dino that can fusion summon other dinosaurs by banishing cards off your field and graveyard, which is good.
GMX.
Yeah, it's basically GMX support, but at the same time, it's also the first good dinosaur supporting Link monster, because Reapodocus is just not it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I didn't know Dinosaur had Link support, to be honest.
It has a couple of Dino Wrestler ones, which suck, and it's got one generic
Dino
one that was
Wrestlers, they
used for the
exist, that's it.
Cyberstein FTK, but dinosaurs themselves never really had a need for a Link monster. This gives us a reason.
Yeah, like,
Fair enough.
why do we need to link summon when we just say summon Ultimate Conductor, punch you in the face?
Let's see. There's also a card called Myriade Dragon, which is a counter-dependent 10,000 attack monster.
What's the catch?
It has to have a certain number of counters on it before it goes to 10,000.
That sounds about right. I swear, like, I feel like Konami likes the idea of making these monsters like, oh, it will take like 10,000 turns, this will slow the game down. And then immediately watching the player base just be like, haha, watch this no scope.
Now, my favorite card in this whole pack set has to be Father Grizzly.
Is he like a bear or is he a bear?
He is a literal father bear. He has the derpiest face ever. He has the same effect as Mother Grizzly, that card from like 25 years ago back when the game first started, but it also supports normalcy play.
Normalcy isn't like normal monsters?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. I swear, every time they release support for normal monsters, it's good for like a year, and then we go like 2 or 3 years where it gets power prepped and then there's nothing. So hopefully it doesn't happen again with Father Grizzly.
Father Grizzly probably isn't going to be changing anything or, shaping up any decks per se, but I'm sorry, I look at this card and I love it more and more. Look at this.
Oh, he's adorable.
Exactly.
Okay, I take back what I said. I feel bad making a bear joke, seeing how cute he is.
You
Yeah,
can't hate Father Grizzly.
He's the grizzly that actually came back with the milk.
He has
You
2 brain
could be
cells, and
my
he's sharing
father.
3 of them with his kids.
Especially when you see Mother Grizzly by comparison.
Oh yeah, hold on. I need
It's
to see
the
these
lovers
photos.
dynamic
Jesus.
everybody dreams of. Angry woman, gentle dad.
He's living his best life. He's exactly where he wants to be. He don't care if he's getting yelled at.
Yeah.
I want this bear to be my dad.
I want this bear to be my pet.
Hey, Giragile.
Hello.
You know what? That just reminded me. Why the hell are they water element? Like, wouldn't
Guys,
Earth have made more sense?
Why not?
Oh, the reason for that is because of Mother Grizzly back in the day. They just created the most random battle recruiters you ever saw. Remember Mystic Tomato?
Yeah,
We do not talk about Mystic Tomato. Only Japanese Mystic Tomato gets spoke about in this household. That other one's a Skinwalker.
And
I
Mass
won't argue
Dragon.
Well, Mass Dragon came out a long time ago. I'm talking about the ones from the very beginning of the game, like the very first ones.
Oh, wait, hold on. We're talking
No.
summoners. Hold on, let me bring out the OG.
Yeah, the attribute summoners.
Exactly. There's like the Earth one, Giant Rat.
By the way, I don't know if it was said
Herman
already, but Rip Simo.
Yeah, we talked about that last podcast.
As you all, the stream can tell how far behind I am.
Exactly, Giant Rat.
I was gonna say my goat,
Giant rat.
the OG. I ran him in every deck
That's
I
not
had when I was like 12.
Let's
That's
see.
not Louise. Show me Louise.
All right. Continuing down the list, the next card I wanted to bring up was a trap card called Bingo Card, which can destroy all cards in a full column, and then you can banish it from the graveyard to either destroy a full row of all monsters or a full row of all spell traps. And whoever's row that was, that player gets to draw 2 cards.
Bingo.
So
I
you're
love
either
this.
+1 or -3. Real nice.
Kind of, yeah. Like, it's a nonsensical card because the odds of it actually going off in the first place are extremely low. But when you think about it, it is kind of fun to think of.
Yeah, it's like something that you don't ever expect to go off, but when it does, you're like, holy shit.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be honest. If somehow I did get the conditions to go off, and it put me at -3, I wouldn't be mad. I'd just be crying.
You wouldn't mind it if it was an archetype that benefited from its own destruction, like Fire Kings or something.
Unfortunately, I play most of the QT decks, and they usually tend to work off of being gremlins. No,
Fair.
I'm not kidding. Y'all have seen Dragon Maids when they were at their peak.
Oh, I know. Let's see. We also have Mystic Call, which appears to be a spellcaster supporter. It discards a spellcaster to summon itself. It takes a banished spellcaster and puts it back on the board or in your hand. It cycles spellcasters. It's basically Outlier Alistair support if you even want to play it.
I mean, you
Weird
could also
part
run
is
it
she's a
with
tuner.
DM or DMOC, but at that point, you're just kind of splitting hairs on what you can
Kinda.
use it with.
There's a new trap card called Cursed Paper Retribution, which appears to be able to just negate a monster effect of a monster in the same column, and you can banish it out of the graveyard, or if it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, it does the same thing. It's basically new breakthrough skill, and it sucks.
Nothing new. Konami making cards like it's 2008 all over again. Where's the 7/6 Samurai that they're gonna make for the 10th time in a row?
There's also a new trap card called Corpse Seller Crow, which is a trap that can mill and summon mills cards off the top of your deck based on the number of traps in your grave, and summons or sets a card from among them, which is kind of cool.
That's cool. Unfortunately, it's in an era where trap cards are, well, they're used more than they were back then, but they're still not used as much as spells and monsters.
It's basically paleo support.
Yes.
You know what? That's fair. They need something.
There's a card here called Coralia Nectis, the Shimmering Shining Dragon, which is just Umi support.
I'll be honest, I thought that was Exodia Necro support off the name, but go on.
Nah.
The Delius needs all the homes he can get.
And going back a moment to the Lava Golem comment you made, they gave us a new card called the World's Greatest Gallant Thief, which is the new Lava Golem.
What does it do? Because hearing that's the new Lava Golem, I need to hear this.
Okay, here's what it does. You can tribute summon it by tributing monsters from your own hand and or your opponent's field.
Okay, raw mode, got it. Or sphere mode, I mean.
It eats your normal summon, but you can only play one of it, which is a downgrade from the original Lava Golem. However, while it's face up on the field after being tributed summoned, it can also freely negate a card or effect that is activated from the hand, graveyard, or banish pile.
Okay.
And if it goes from the field to the graveyard, I believe it lets you see your opponent's hand.
That's actually disgusting for a Lava Golem card.
It basically is, and thank you for sharing the art. It literally looks like something out of the Wano arc of One Piece.
That's just fucking Goemon. Wait a minute.
There you go.
Yeah, gee, I wonder why.
Let's see. Oh, we did get a few reveals for the new
Hey, look,
utility.
That's literally him.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, I wonder why.
We did get a few reveals for the new utility selection pack that's dropping in the OCG on August 8th. Due to the erratas, we're getting reprints of Elder Entity Norden and Mindmaster.
Master don't even know her.
I'm scared.
Let's go, Norden.
So-
Let's go.
Norden was rewarded to be hard once return, and its effect only triggers when it's played from the extra deck.
Fair.
That's
I
fair.
guess I kind of needed it.
And Mindmaster got a complete overhaul. It's now hard once per turn. It can now tribute itself, and it can summon any psychic from your deck, not just level 4 or lower.
Oh, well.
So yeah, this card is fun. They also announced a new card called Emissaries from Darkness, which is just Gore's 2.0.
Which is funny considering it's a retrain of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, basically, Gore's remembered his wife, and
That's my wife, Tails.
But yeah, this card is stupid. If you take damage, you can special summon it, you gain 2k, then you can either summon another copy from your hand, deck, or grave, or destroy up to 2 attack position monsters the opponent controls. Then, during the end phase, you can target any trap in your grave and set it.
Oh, well.
the thing is, I would play this in RDA
I think everyone would.
because it's a fiend.
Let's see. Oh, we finally got the retrain we've been waiting for, a Dark Arm Dragon Punisher. It's Dad with a belt.
I was waiting for someone to make that.
Show title.
Yep, that's going on the list.
Dad with a belt.
Uh,
The belt? Where's the milk?
He didn't brought it. He brought about instead.
Yep,
He bought that chancla.
yep. Dad with the chocolate, even scarier. You know shit's gone wrong when Dad comes at you with the chocolate. And then the last card they announced so far is Ekajar, the Descendant Dragon of the Ice Barrier, which is basically all the Ice Barrier synchros rolled into one card.
I don't know how to feel about that though.
Neither do I. On summon, you discard a card to target and banish 2 monsters from your opponent's field or grave. During either player's turn, you can banish a card out of your hand to bounce any card on the field or in either player's graveyard back to their hand. And if it goes from the field to the graveyard, you can target and banish a card from your opponent's hand, field, or graveyard. Not all 3, just one of the 3.
That's fair.
Like, this thing is good. It requires a lot of hand commitment, but it's good. And the last card on the list to mention is the new V-Jump promo, Evil Lord Zork. He has basically been turned into a combination of the 8-star Dark Lord and Chest Archfiend combo card, which is cool, but he's far less powerful than I was expecting him to be.
You also have to take in mind he's a searcher.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but I still expected him to be a little better than he was, you know, because this is Zork.
Yeah.
I can't
The
make,
big
I can't
bad
make
of
bangers all the
Season
time.
0.
I guess. But as it happens, that was pretty much all the Yu-Gi-Oh! News I had. Ignis, was there anything interesting going on in Rush Duel?
Well, we got a few Rush Duel imports. I don't remember if I went over these ones last time, but first off, we have Brain Control.
No, you did not.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, as I mentioned, Brain Control as a legend, which makes sense, if I'm being honest. So, basically the same thing as its original printing. Pay 800 life points, but instead of just allowing you to take any monster, you have to specifically take control of a level 8 or lower on your opponent's field, and as long as it's not in maximum mode. So, maximum monsters, when you have all 3 pieces on the board, is a no-go. which there's a whopping 2 maximums that are level 8 or lower anyways, but I digress. And for the rest of this turn, you can activate that monster's effect. Yeah, then we got Mad Reloader, where its requirement is not to be destroyed by battle, but instead have a monster wait. Oh no, your opponent needs to have a monster with 100 or more attack on their field and attack position. And you just send it to the grave. The effect is just pretty much the same. Discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards. Neat. Forceful Sentry. Not as a legend. Just look at your opponent's hand and make them shuffle a card into the deck. And like in the TCG, like it is a really powerful card. In Rush Duels, on the other hand, not so much. I'm not gonna lie. Like hand ripping is not that efficient, considering you could just draw like a whole new hand. But like, sure, it is a thing you can run. Anyway, so next up, Shield Crush. Harmless per turn, destroy a monster on the field in defense. And next up, I'm surprised this is not a legend, but Super Poly. We have Super Poly in Rush Duels now.
Yeah,
of course.
The thing is, with Super Poly, there's not a lot of targets in Rush Duel, so it's fair to keep it.
Yeah, it's also not a quick play.
Yeah, because there's no quick plays in Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, 1-for-1. Discard a card. Well, discard a monster. My bad. Instead of just summoning any level 1 from the deck, you excavate top 4 and show them, and then you can summon a level 1 from among them, or any level 1 from your grave. So like even if you didn't hit a level 1, if you still have like a level 1 you want to summon from the grave, use that instead. And then the rest of the excavated cards are just shuffled into the deck. And the next 5, I'm gonna speed through, considering that they're all just vanillas. So, Happy Lover, Saga the Dark Clown, Gary Beansman, which, fun fact, it's not 1750 attack, but instead 1800 attack.
Beans.
Okay, anyways, I continue this speed blitz. Shining Friendship, and what is this one? Sword Stalker. And 2 new cards that we have. Rocket Warrior. Send the top card of your deck to the grave. Choose 1 face-up monster on your opponent's field and have it lose 500 attack until the end of the turn. Then, for the rest of this turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage from this card's battles. So just swing into something just cuz, and if it's equal or less, then you just destroy that opponent's monster. If it's higher, then cool. Just why would you even do that? But Okay, anyways, next up is another legend, Goblin Attack Force.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, level 4, 2300 attack, and pretty much well, sort of the same as its TCG counterpart. Though instead of like just switching to defense at the end of the battle phase that attack at all, this one it just switches itself to defense if it destroyed a monster by battle and sends it to the grave. So if you swung directly with this, it's staying in attack position. And then we got reprints of Rise Black Dragon, Mobius, Buster Blader, Pot of Greed, and Canon the Sword Mistress. We got prize cards. We got more Baseball Utopia cards, including what else? Gaga Girl. The rest of these are reprints actually.
It's
and
thank you.
And hey, you remember the Zexal weapons?
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Because one thing I actually like that Rush Duel did, the Zexal weapons are actual unions as God intended.
Yeah. Though granted, we only have one, and it's no longer a Zexal weapon, it's a Sayonara weapon. Which is a Sword Bat. Which, I forgot the Zexal weapon counterparts. Asura Strike, I think is what it was?
It was a Shura Claw. This is coming from a cultured Utopia player.
Okay. Anyways, it is a union, as Phoenix mentioned, and to equip it, you need to have the field spell Fervor's Spirit Stadium on the field, which, hey, you can technically run 6 copies of that now. And it can only equip to a level 8 or higher Fire Warrior. So no player number 99 for you, unfortunately. And then if you use this effect, you can only declare 3 attacks this turn. And what is the effect? Yeah, and what is the effect it gives? The equipped monster can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and it's as long as it's equipped. So, like, even though you can only swing 3 times for the rest of that turn, any turn after that is fair game.
Amazing.
We also have like dragon stuff. Well, star dragon stuff rather.
Dragon.
Which I'm not gonna go over because I don't know a whole lot about the deck. I'm currently. Oh yeah, Instant Fusion is coming to Rush. Artworks for 3 new decks of the upcoming set. Headliner of Reigning, which is gonna include some Royal Demon support, which is like more known here in the States as Royal Rebels, but I would rather go for the original name if I'm being honest. We also have technically a new deck, which is revolves around an already existing monster, Star Protector. We also have Lauren Adventures, Healthy, which is how I'm gonna pronounce it because it's close to the actual pronunciation. And then we got like a few free agents, which for one of them, I don't know how to feel about the artwork. There's a new format for Rush Duels apparently. Why Rush Party? Which I'm gonna be real, Chief. I ain't feeling it. On the subject of the Goe card, the TCG we got 7 card arts for a Goe theme in Headliner of Reigning. We don't know what the cards do just yet. I'm probably gonna bring it up as soon as they do. But as of right now, we just got card art, which like further ties into the Goemon theme, considering what Goe is based on. And that's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, since you weren't here for the segment, you want to go ahead and give us the Pokemon news that we didn't go over?
So aside from that instant bug, Megastar Raptor is kind of running champions right now.
Oh?
He beats Instant, so immediately he has value, but also the fact that because no one in the game knows how to fight against Contrary, everyone's scared whenever they see him use close combat. You just use Swagger into him. Just hit him with Swagger, and he falls like a freaking piece of paper. Or better yet, if you really want to like capitalize on that, have someone next to him use Memento onto him so he gets +2, and then close combat. That way he's a monster. If y'all really want to like treat him like the boogeyman that everyone says he is.
Alternatively, you can also use Final Gambit.
That too, but at that point you're better off. You could like use Haze, which is usable by Sableye. Not the best movie on him, but still. You could use Swagger, like I mentioned before. You could use Captivate, which is just special attack Swagger, same thing. You could use that move that freaking Mega Skull Villain has, where it raises their attack, but it confuses them.
Useless.
You could, alternatively, just something to keep in mind, Intimidate does work before it Mega Evolves, and another thing you can do is you can run unaware Pokemon. I don't know what ones are in the game, but Clefable, Skeledirge are some examples.
You could also just run,
Another thing is Skeledirge, whenever it comes to the game, is immune to normal type and fighting type attacks, so close combat will not affect it.
A Pokemon that is immune to Fake Out and uses Yawn, yeah, he's gonna hard counter him when he comes out. There is also this Mega that just came out. I can't remember that came with them. That also walls him, but it'll come to me. It's not really anything crazy.
Scolipede?
Yeah, because of shell armor.
Just keep in mind that the Staraptor can choose Brave Bird as one of its coverage moves.
It can, but I've noticed that most people...
You still have high defense, though.
You could also run Darkness Lariat, say Tyranitar. Imagine Tyranitar with Darkness Lariat. Oh hell no. You could run Darkness Lariat in Cinework, and he counters them because he's not immune to Dark type. Thankfully, I think does he become fire fighting? I mean, flying fighting, or does he stay normal flying?
Fighting, flying, but I wouldn't really, unless you're getting the -1 off via Intimidate, it's still super effective fighting type. So close combat, or I don't know if it gets it, but superpower would also do super effective damage to Incineroar. So you'd have to keep that in mind.
This was aside from that, there's what? TCG has nothing new. Pocket got a new expansion, just kind of but when it comes to like TCG physical, the Pokemon Company themselves made a statement about scalpers, saying they're gonna try to do stuff so that way it gets into the hands of players, not them more.
That's good, because unfortunately for anyone that's looking for Walmart or some others to do so, I know from Insider that they will not do anything about that, specifically because any trading card thing is not considered actual stock in the system. It's just something that they have on there, and then when it's scanned in, it then becomes it, but then it gets immediately removed out of the system. It's more of the companies themselves buying the shelf space in order to place it there. It is the same thing as like video games and their gift cards.
There's also the fact that some targets are having it so if you buy Pokemon cards, you have to answer a Pokemon-related question so you can get them.
That's actually really good. The only thing I would say is don't ask Generation 1 questions, because everyone will probably be able to answer it, except for the child.
You actually have to know the game, which I'm actually all for.
Asking Generation 5 questions to adults/seniors is probably the best way to go.
Probably.
You'd have to actually be a legitimate fan of the general series in order to know Gen 5 questions. Because only the best players know that Generation 5 is the best.
Uh-huh.
Look, I started with Generation 3, but undeniably Gen 5 is my favorite.
I started with Gen 1 and stopped at Gen 4.
I started Gen 1, and my favorite is 4. I'm still playing it to this day.
Nice. I know I probably can't convince you, Nanashi, but you are missing out.
I just stopped caring about Pokemon when I got into Yu-Gi-Oh!
Fair enough. I have emulators if you want them.
We might talk about it later.
Yeah, what they did. Hey, if we don't, it's not pirating.
Just let me know.
That's true. Alright, well, I don't think we have anything left to talk about, unless... do you guys think this would be a good time to end the show?
I think so. There is one more thing I did want to bring up. During the World Cup, apparently the teams are fighting over who gets to own Miku.
Ah.
Oh yeah. Also, Nanashi, did you talk about the OCG Genesis format? Did you talk about the OCGs?
I didn't talk about the OCG Genesis because I'm just now getting into the TCG version. I want to
talk about this because I want to talk about a little information because like it's crazier over in OCG land because like for points they put points on OG Vanilla Blue Eyes White Dragon. So funny.
Yeah, I read about that.
What did you say?
Yeah, didn't they slap 5 points on him?
5 points on OG Blue Eyes.
Oh, and you did remind me of something that's actually kind of important, and I think Yoshi's going to kick out of this. I believe over in the OCG, Toons has become an FDK meta.
That's surprising.
Finally, they deserve it.
That is really funny.
It is.
Toons can hand peek like Toon.
Yeah, it's a combination of different things. They got their new combo starter that plays their field spell right out of deck. Their new field spell is a Searcher. It relies on one of the new Faceless Mage pieces, Mind Scan. They can hand peek, they can out-resource, and they know exactly what you're going to do before you do it, so they can perfectly counter.
Yeah, that sounds like this annoyingly sounds like Pegasus during that duel.
But at what cost?
And if all else fails, Blue Eyes Toon Ultimate punch you in the nuts for game.
Or it can manage itself to mitigate damage.
Yeah, true.
If you don't mind, may I just say something?
Sure.
This is video game news in general. Did you all know that Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee and Godzilla in total in gaming has had beef with GTA for a while? So it's fitting that Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee Remastered is coming out in the same month as GTA 6.
Oh,
That's fun.
Yeah,
that's kind of
they're
cool,
into it.
actually. I like that.
I believe it was either GTA 2 or 3. One of the ones that came around during the Xbox GameCube era that was released relatively around the same time as Godzilla did, and on the same consoles, except for GameCube. By the way,
that reminds me,
Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee Remastered November 5th or 6th. Mark your calendar if you're a Godzilla fan. I know I am.
That reminds me, they added a third Ultraman pack to Gigabash.
I was just about to bring that up. They added 2 actually to that pack. Ultraman Zero and Ultraman Failure.
Yeah, like just recently they added another Ultraman, so now there's like 3 different versions of Ultraman in that game. No, 4.
Is Gigabash kind of like Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee?
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
Is that why Ultraman got a Beyblade?
No,
Probably.
and yes.
Also, Godzilla has a TCG. Let me go grab. I bought a couple cards for it, but I forget what the TCG itself is. But I bought them because I was like, "Ooh, fun Godzilla cards! Don't mind if I do."
I know Lifeworks in the OCD has a Godzilla
my
pack.
favorite kaiju is Godzilla. Sorry, not Godzilla, Destroya. But
Yeah.
Shin Godzilla is up there.
I just love the idea that Tsuburaya's love child is now in a video game before GTA.
Nice.
If anyone's wondering the card game I was going to bring up, it's Universus. There is a solely Godzilla pack, and I kind of want to build a deck out of it, but I got Destroya and Shin Godzilla in the card packs I bought. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I did want to say something because I haven't been around, and I want to participate and contribute.
We appreciate that.
Wait, the SMP online is getting a new kit, and it's Gao Guardian.
Cool.
Which consists of 4 cut power animals from Gao Ranger.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
We got Tokusatsu, the new Kamen Rider. I feel like we haven't touched on that one yet.
Yeah, Kamen Rider Myth, which is now spelled like mice.
Yeah, the main rider is a mouse, and the secondary and third rider are both cats. It's basically Zodiac.
Yeah.
No, like from like what the 3 riders we have so far is Tom and Jerry. It's literally just gonna be Tom and Jerry so far.
It's Tom and Jerry from that special where Tom invited his scaredy cat cousin.
Yeah.
Kamen Rider Tom and Jerry. That's got to be a show title.
Oh, and speaking of franchises with SNP in their name, SCP is getting a movie sometime in the future.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I'm really excited for it because SCP is one of the few internet archives of stories that people have collected that has pretty much been a time capsule. A lot of franchises in general and stuff online has kind of been gashed by time, like Slenderman, Sonic DXE, etc. I look forward to that. I don't know if they're looking for actors, but I would happily be a unnamed scientist that gets killed or something on that.
I've been going to VRC a lot more lately with my free time because, you know, I need a break from video editing. And there's a YouTube channel called McBaldi that he does really deep and thoughtful analog horror style uplifting messages. And what I've been doing is I've been taking those messages, putting them on a soundboard and playing them for people on VR chat. And I've been wearing an avatar that kind of looks like the character that he wears. And a lot of people have been liking this. So much so that there's a yandere game that has its own little subculture called the Freak Circus. I don't know if you guys have heard about this.
No, first time hearing it.
First time hearing it.
Yeah.
Well, long and short of it is there's a character in there that a lot of people think that I could possibly be playing as whenever there's an available instance to be in. And I'm starting to make that into like my new little hobby while I'm there on VRC. It's something to do to kill time, but a lot of people seem to like it, and I just thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for coming to the show, even those of you who came late. We really appreciate your participation. We usually do these every 4 Saturdays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, which means the next one should be on August 8th. which is the day before my wife's birthday.
Hooray.
We need to do something for the
Okay.
house. But,
Oh yeah, no. The entire podcast is just going to be us wishing her a happy birthday.
yeah. Or, hell, I will even get I will get my best Kogami voice to do the happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you again for attending. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.